Welcome to the #1 podcast of the universe.
If I stop across the room, it would head straight for your head.
Dan is
You're
violent
fired.
today.
No, I'm kidding.
Dan has turned to violence.
You know what? We're gonna go professional. No more talking for people behind the camera. I'm taking away you talking, right?
The people do not have a voice anymore.
Oh yeah.
This is like,
no, I'm kidding. People always have a voice. But what's up, guys? It's your boy Rubane. Welcome to the #1 podcast in the universe, run by students. Numbers given by NATO. As you guys know, we the best in the world.
we the best podcast.
We the best podcast. Another one.
And today we have another episode
Yeah.
with Nevica Molinaro, the TVM station manager and main anchor, sports anchor, everything pretty much.
Yeah, she runs the show.
So how long have you been doing that for? That's like your main practicum gig here?
Yes. TVM I've done since I got here, but I got the station manager position after Ashlyn and Jess graduated last year. So this is only my first year as station manager.
How did it
And your
respond?
last.
Yeah.
And
Since
my
you're
last.
graduating.
Yes.
Let's get right into that. So you've been in Marywood for 2 years, right? So
Yes.
but you graduated 2 years ago at the same time, right?
Yes.
So how does that work? Tell us about your college journey up to this point, because
When I was a freshman in high school, a local college called Lackawanna College basically came and was like, hey, do any of you guys want a free associate's degree? And
free?
yeah, completely
I
free.
wish.
It was so nice. But there's 100 people in my class, and only 7 of us were interested, which to me was crazy. But, I mean, at 14 years old, we were all kind of like, they have college for college. But I grew up with, like, a very, like, low-income family, so I was like, only way I'm going to get through college. So I applied, and I actually got denied at first.
Oof.
And, you know, cried about it, whatever. But then my school contacted me and was like, we'll pay for it because of, like, everything you've done for Riverside. So Vikings Helping Vikings, which is an organization that my school has, paid for my college. And I started that the end of my sophomore year, the spring semester. And then I did that up until May of 2021 is when I graduated with my associate's degree. And then I got my high school diploma in June.
So you,
So you got your college associate's degree before your high school diploma.
I did.
how does that feel? Like you're like
Yeah.
flexing everyone in high school?
Yes, it definitely felt really good once it was done. It sucked during it because, you know, all my friends were like going out, and I'd be like going out, but like with my computer because I'd be doing work and stuff. But it felt really, really nice when I had like all those extra sashes at graduation. Everyone was coming up to me like asking me about them and stuff.
But you had a graduation. What's that like?
I didn't have the Lackawanna one, but I did have the Riverside one. It was very, very nice. It wasn't what they usually did. Typically, we just walked across, like, our auditorium stage. But for my graduating class, PNC Field, which is, like, the Rail Riders baseball stadium, actually let us walk across their baseball field. So very COVID-friendly.
Yeah. I got the sidewalk.
Ooh,
they
the
didn't let-
drive-by?
Yeah, they didn't let us into the school, so like, you got a time. You showed up at that time. Everyone was wearing masks. You took your mask off. You just shook hands. Everyone was wearing gloves.
Jeez,
And then you look at a camera, you take a picture, and then you walk away. You never see your school again.
Sucks.
that is wild.
It's weird because I went to a school called Riverside as well.
Did you actually?
Yeah, Riverside High School. Like,
Wow.
my hoodie that says Red Rubs on it says Riverside.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
Wow.
I went to it first.
You did.
Yeah.
You are older than me.
She's younger than me, and she's graduating this year. I'm just like, yo, what kind of BS is this?
I am 19 years old.
I'll be like 20.
Wait, I thought you were older than 19.
Nope. April 15th, 2003.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
I know someone born on that day. Her name's Nevica.
Oh, okay.
Rubane. Oh my God.
No, yeah, but why did you come to Marywood? Why Marywood?
Because they gave me a free ride.
Oh.
Free again? Oh my God.
Yo, she
you're not
was on it.
Not paid a cent for college. That's
Nope.
wild.
That's the second time.
Just
this
kidding.
week
Thank
I've heard
thank
that.
you, Marywood. I appreciate the scholarship.
Sister Mary, we're chill with her in a way.
Yeah.
I was supposed to
What
go to
was that?
Pepperdine University in Malibu, California.
Oh. Why didn't you go there?
Why not there? Yeah.
Because free was better than 20,000.
Oh, but California over Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I know.
Malibu, California.
I would
Dude,
probably
last
choose
week-
Pennsylvania over California no matter what.
Oh, that's a shame, Dan.
The film students at Pepperdine were filming the Spotify red carpet, and here I am in Pennsylvania.
You're on the
Hey,
Illis
but you're in the
podcast.
Illis
True.
podcast.
I wouldn't be doing this if I was there.
Yeah.
So what would you rather have, red carpet or
The blue carpet for the Illis podcast.
The blue carpet for Illis podcast.
This one for sure.
Yeah, that's what we like to hear.
This one's kind of like a fun little episode because we like kind of know you. We went to classes with you. Well, like Jake, it was always like kind of like, oh, he's older than us, and like Jake would always like sit in the back of every single class and just be
He
quiet.
would.
It's like ominous, like looming in the back. And I was
Yeah.
gone. That's wild. Mary without Jake.
He's gone.
Rest in
I
peace.
know.
Jake
Give
went.
a moment of silence for Jake.
Yeah, can we have a moment of silence for Jake? That's all he gets. But guys, we did lose a crew member.
That's it.
He's just sick.
Yeah, that's a bit. That's a bit.
No.
much.
I'm talking about the other one we lost.
Oh.
Yeah. As you guys know, my stand-in, our
Bozo.
PR personnel, Jessica's favorite person, Bozo.
Dan murdered him last week. It was a brutal murder.
It was a brutal
He
murder.
kicked him across the room.
There's a mark right there. Can we get the mark?
At least he
I'll leave a
served
video
his
of it later.
purpose.
Oh yeah, we'll get
We
it.
should have protected that clown.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
guys should have. I
Clown.
left him here for the comm department. I bought this clown, guys, for our
Oh yeah,
own.
it comes full circle.
It does. And nope, you guys had to go murder him.
There was a
But-
few witnesses too. I mean, I saw him just rolled up in a ball, just pathetic looking.
I don't know.
Ernie threw his
Yeah, I
body
saw
out.
him in Ernie's office. I wonder if Ernie did it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's
Maybe.
this picture taken of Bozo last seen in Ernie's office doing some office work. So
So I don't know. The next morning he was gone.
yeah, we saw him balled up in the corner of Ernie's
Ernie
office.
officially threw him away.
I'm sad.
Did he really?
I don't know why.
Oh,
Dr. Thomas yelled at him and was like, "Don't keep trash in your room."
well.
Bozo's not trash.
Well, when he's rolled up like that, he was sad. It was.
Yeah, but he's part of
He's
the
part of the
community,
comedy
especially
department.
Illis. He was in an episode.
I would have liked
He
For like
was in
half
that
an hour.
episode.
We would have put
Yeah,
him up
we could have
here.
taped him
You
up.
guys should have
I mean,
pinned him up or something.
Yeah.
You might as well put more holes in him.
I'm just watching Soren.
can we get like a picture of Bozo like printed out? Just put a picture of Bozo back
Oh,
there.
we can. Yeah.
But
There you
yeah,
go.
Cameron's sick. They thought I was gonna say we lost Cam, but no, Cam's sick, so he's not here today.
Miss Cameron dearly.
He this camera.
Cam on the cam.
Cam on the cam.
The cam.
Cam. The cam.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
But yeah. So
Cameron, my best friend, you know. He's,
why is every other person Soren's best
well,
friend?
because, here's the thing. Cameron lives near me, so.
In like your dorm, or he's from the same area as you?
Well, I'm close by. So, like, he's from Boyertown, I'm from Upper Perk, so it's kind of close
Just
relatives.
don't dox him though. Don't.
Yeah. Don't dox him. Stop doxing people.
Cameron's address, guys.
Yeah. So guys,
Did you
I
guys
was about to say my roommate's address because one time I was live streaming on Twitch and just to mess with him, I said his full like government address. Like
Oh my god.
Bro,
he doesn't live there anymore.
he's gonna get swatted or something.
No, we had one viewer.
Don't
Was
those
it you?
streams
Was it him?
save though?
No, it deleted right after.
It deletes after a few days.
Yeah,
know
if
that.
you're popular, it saves. But Nevica, why did you choose the comms field? What was it something like a childhood dream, or was it something like a hobby, or were you just like, it seems cool?
It was like a childhood dream backwards almost. Like ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be an actress. Like that is my dream job. But it's a very hard field to get into. Not that ours is easy, but also if you're good, you're good. Like if you can
Yeah.
act, you can act. If you can't, like there's nothing to learn there. And I thought going into a theater program in college would be a waste of money. So I decided if I can't be in the movies, I want to make them.
Okay.
So that's how I chose comm.
At least be around the process in some
Yeah.
sort of way.
I mean, and like being a part of this field, you could get like you can network, and you could maybe get like roles
Yeah.
as well. So it's like, hey, I worked on this movie, and I'm also in this movie. So
Yeah.
it's like, when you become a big ass director, you could be like, I'm gonna put myself in this movie.
Yeah, hopefully, maybe one day.
Yeah, but it's funny you say that because I wanted to be an actor growing up.
Yeah.
So I came over to this way because I like making like skits and all that stuff, and I'm like I like directing my own work. So it's like, oh, I'm here, because like I get to do that, like, and like we get to direct this thing, we get to direct like any little shoot we have. It's kind of fun.
I'm the exact opposite of both of you. I love the film industry, but I hate acting.
Oh.
But like growing up, like I was the only one who actually cared about like film and all that. So I had like friends and we had like short films and whatnot. But I hated that I had to act because no one else would want to fill the roles. You know what I mean? So I was like on screen, but I was like, I hate this every single second of this. Trying to memorize your lines and Sam. I don't know. I don't know how anyone does it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. A good acting performance in a film really like draws you in.
Yeah.
You feel like you're with them. I don't know. It's tough.
So no major switches, no like different majors.
No, there actually was a major switch.
Oh.
I'm like the mom of my friend group, so I was convinced, because once again I was still like going through this phase where I'm like, okay, I'm not spending money on a acting degree, so I was like, let's get a real job. And so I started out at Lackawanna College as a psych major because I wanted to be a therapist. And then I got to my like job shadowing internship thing, and I was hearing stories that were not just like, you know, my boyfriend's a douchebag and he broke up with me and like I cry and we fix it. It was like real life abuse and scary problems that I couldn't handle. So I was like, I don't want to be a therapist anymore.
Yeah.
So how long were you into the program for?
A semester and a half.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Oh, so they threw you right in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with
Okay.
the associate's degree, you kind of had to. Like, you're only getting the 2 years.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, I did take all my gen eds. That was in there. But they did also throw you right in.
So you were still able to graduate with a comm degree on time.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Because we both come from different fields too, comms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talk about it like every podcast.
Yeah, we talk
after
about
this-
it
at
every
this
other
point.
podcast whenever we have someone that's like that switched majors. I went from engineering, you went from
Physical therapy.
Yeah.
And now we're here sitting in front of cameras. It's weird because we're supposed to be the ones behind cameras. So I was like, why not do something else? Like, what do you think about this? What was
Right.
your initial thoughts?
Of this podcast?
Yeah, because I know not many people thought that we would do this.
Oh, you want me to be so honest with
Yeah.
you? Well, this has nothing to do with you. I didn't know you were part of it. I just thought that it was a joke for you to get practicum because you didn't have any hours. So I thought
Yeah.
you wanted to, like, just talk to yourself in, like, the radio station and, like, count it as extra hours.
Yeah.
But I'm really proud of everybody for it actually becoming a real thing.
Yeah. It's like, because Kim walked in the other day. She's like, oh, this is a whole production.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Like, and then Ernie was saying, like, what you guys are doing is great. It's like, now that we hear this, it's like, hey, yo, they didn't believe in us.
What are you
But
guys
God
doing
did.
next year after you leave? Like, are you just going to sneak back down here?
he's gonna come
Yeah,
back.
I'm probably gonna stay local, so I might
Okay.
just like hang around and
Yeah.
still do the podcast if I can. We have like ideas for like ways to do it remotely, but
Okay.
obviously nothing is ever the same as being
As
here,
being in person.
having the studio.
Like, because the energy you're bouncing off of each other with the whole crew, it's like you're not going to get that over, like, digital.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Was there any, like, project that you wanted to start while your time here that you didn't get to do?
Probably something in the TV station, like a TV show. But my capstone's a TV show, so hopefully I get to accomplish it before I leave.
well, we kind of tried to bring that up, right? Like yesterday,
Yeah.
literally. The Illest Tries is a TV show.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I sent you guys the forms.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
maybe
I
we
have to-
can,
I have to do that. I was, like, so busy yesterday.
yeah, if you want to oversee that, then we can help it come to fruition.
Okay.
Imagine that.
Yeah, you can direct us. I don't know.
There you
If
go.
you want to. But what's something you're looking forward to after you graduate?
No idea. I applied to grad schools, but also I don't know if I actually want to do that because I feel like our major doesn't necessarily need a master's degree. And also, I'm not in college debt as of right now, so I don't really want to put myself in college debt, which is why I keep asking you about, like, work and stuff because I'm
Yeah.
trying to find that loophole. Other than that, I don't know, get a job. I want to move away, but also, like, I don't want to have to try and find, like, a new apartment and stuff.
Yeah.
So I really have no
It's-
idea.
I like staying in, like, the hometown. Like, a lot of people, like, that I've met here at Marywood, they're, oh, I live, like, 10 minutes away. I live 15 minutes away. And I had I have a friend, a freshman year who moved, whose mom lives 15 minutes away, so he grew up in Scranton, but he still moved into the dorms just because he wanted, like,
I
the
wish I did that.
experience.
I regret not doing that.
Why is that?
Because I feel like I'm not involved like I was. Like, in high school, First of all, I lived like on the same block, and also everything was just in the high school period. I was in 13 clubs, and I was the president of 9 of them.
Oh,
My Lord. How do you do
did you
that?
name them?
Sure. German club, Spanish club, drama club, Students Against Destructive Decisions, Tobacco Resistance Unit, Student Council, my class of 21's government, and then there was just like a student government, the Gay Straight Alliance, oh my God, National Honor Society, Pi Kappa Theta Honor Society. I'm missing 2.
Oh man, but how do you?
The reading
man.
competition team. Okay, I don't remember the last one.
The president of 9 of them though. Like how do you even have time to meet for that?
My school had a built-in period for clubs, so I just purposely did it like on different days, which I know there's only 5 days of the week, but like drama was easy because you met like at night practices and stuff. I found ways around it.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So you think that if you
I couldn't
dormed
do
on
that,
campus, that you'd be more involved in
Yeah.
campus activities? I kind of feel that too. You know, like I moved away for a semester, and like even then I was like exiled kind of. If there's like a campus map, like the campus is here and our dorms were here, like a mile
Oh,
away.
really?
So we like weren't really even on
in
campus.
Scotland, right?
Yeah. But like when I came back, like, I went to Lackawanna and I go here and I've always commuted. And I just kind of feel like there's like a barrier to entry that like you kind of can't get into if you're a
Yeah.
commuter. Feels like there's
'Cause-
always the sorry. cut you
No,
off.
you're good.
There's like the desire to just like go home. I'm like, oh, I'm like 2 minutes away. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
go home. Why do I want to be on campus?
And also, like, you dorm here. You could just,
Yeah.
like, knock on your neighbor's door and be like, hey, new friends, come in, hang out with me.
We kind of did that freshman year. Like, my whole floor, we knew each other. We had Nerf wars.
Like, I crave
all
that.
But not many people do that.
Really?
Yeah. So
I
I
would.
actually got lucky by getting into Regina, which for people watching, and if you guys don't know, it's a hall that you pick your second year or your third year.
Regina Hall is you can be in as a freshman.
You can,
Well, that's
but
only
you
if there's
can't choose
extra.
it. You can't.
You're supposed to be in log.
Yeah. So you're supposed to be in Logren Hall. If there's an overflow, that Logren Hall is the freshman hall. If there's an overflow, everyone gets put. Slow kids get put into Madonna, and then Regina.
But that Madonna was only for second, third, and fourth years.
There's a couple of freshmen in there. I had a friend freshman year. He ended up leaving the university, but he lived in Madonna. But I got lucky with that because our RA was super chill.
Yeah.
Like, all the RAs in Regina are always, like, super chill. They really don't care what you're doing as long as you don't break the rules or, like, burn the building down.
Which I almost did one time in Logren.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
and
right
the way
at
that-
wooden
man.
Logren.
The way the fire alarms go off, you think that it's always burning down.
Yeah. I mean, but the thing is,
Well, last
the
night.
I did set up the fire alarm, but I actually set up the smoke alarm.
Oh man, I saw Rubane the other night while I was working.
because the fire alarm went off in my building, it's because,
Well, maybe we shouldn't talk about it.
oh, yeah. It was a very,
Multi-million-dollar university and tape is all I'll say.
yeah, it was because of tape.
I
I'll tell
believe
you
it.
off camera.
Okay.
But I actually got lucky with that, and then, like, we just all just became super chill.
Yeah.
And Nerf wars and all that. But that doesn't really happen in log. It happened, I think, last semester for a couple of days, and then it got shut down. Now it's just like
Shut down. What do you mean?
they were making too much noise. It was on weekdays. On weekends, no one cares.
That's the problem. That's the one big thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have fun, but if you disturb other people, then it's tough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but for us, it was like all guys on the 4th floor, and we just didn't care. We were just like messing around.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be so cool.
Yeah. If so, like, I was gonna ask you this question, but I guess you answered it. It was like, if you could go back, you would do that differently.
I don't know, because that was one of the fine print things of my scholarship it was strictly tuition. So and it's $15,000 to dorm here. So I don't know if, like, straight, like, nothing covered. It is. Plus your meal plan. And when you're a freshman, you can't pick which meal plan you want. They just make you get the biggest one.
There's 2.
Yeah, but your freshman year, you cannot pick.
Yeah.
It wouldn't let me. Maybe they changed it.
Oh. Yeah, you had an option between a 15 meal or 17.
Per
But-
week? Is that what it
yeah.
works?
Now there's 19 as well. Or was it a
really?
15 and 19? I don't know. But you had the option between 2, and then you would get a different amount of points with both of them. They cost the exact same, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then your second year, you get the option of the 150 block plan, which is kind of useless unless you're living in the Woodlands, because I lived in Woodlands second year, so I did that. Because I ran out in April of meal swipes, yeah.
You're just out of
Nice.
food? What do you? Oh, you had to pay it again then after that?
Well,
Like, get Pacer
I
points.
I used my Pacer point. I had 500 Pacer points with that.
You can
So
either use
it's
Pacer
easy.
points or just pay to get in.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
or
Which
you
is
just
$15
don't
as a
go in.
commuter. I don't know if you've ever tried to go to the dining hall.
Nah, not on Thursdays though. Apparently,
Oh,
$7 on
It
Thursday.
is
Yeah.
commuter Thursday. That's
but
a
I've
fact.
never gone in there to be honest. I
Hey,
cook better food at home. Well, you brought
True.
me.
Yeah.
You brought me in once. I didn't have any food from there though.
Yeah.
And they didn't swipe me. I could have just stole food.
Yeah.
Really?
I just walked in. Yeah.
They like hunt you down if you try and
and
walk in for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
I wasn't even in
Can I
uniform
flash
though.
your pretty badge, please?
It's it's fabric sewn on. We don't have anything crazy.
Oh.
Not anymore though. We used to get free late night, but not
Oh
anymore.
yeah.
They once the new company came in, they said, "Nah, you can't get any for free food. We're done."
That's another thing. Is like we might have an episode on that in the future.
Did
like,
you guys get the checks from Marywood?
What?
Like
What?
last year, after all like the food scandals happened, they like gave everybody a check so we didn't sue.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I bought Pacer points because I ate there a lot last year, so that might be why I got one as well because I didn't have a meal plan or anything.
Yeah, they did a refund.
Yeah.
It was a small refund. It wasn't big. But like,
I don't know what this is all about.
so
Did anyone sue? I guess no one sued. So
So
Yeah, probably
that's
not.
that's one of the main reasons they switched dining services. They found insects
sick.
and
Sparky.
Yeah,
That was the name of the maggots.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
In the
Yeah,
food?
yeah,
In the
it-
cooked food?
it
Yeah.
went on Twitter. The Merwood moms took over the case.
You know the vibes.
Then some people find metal in their food.
Yes.
I saw that one, yeah, on the old app. I saw that.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
why
know,
they
man.
switched dining services. With this dining services, we don't really have much food problems. It's just some
It
other.
seems better. Food.
It's better. The food's much better. It's just some other things that some students don't like. Maybe we'll have some students come on in the future, but like it is like kind of like, it's not really against the university because the university has nothing to do with it other than they just went to a company
Yeah.
that gives better food. They saw a problem, they fixed it, but it's just like I guess the management of the new company. It's kind of like there's something I might talk about it like
we'll get into that.
off
Yeah.
the podcast, but then we'll see if we won't get in legal trouble.
You think we'll get
Yeah.
in legal trouble? You think I've been watching?
But other than that, I really like the food. Like I like what they're doing upstairs with like Starbucks actually giving us like meals up there.
Yes, it was so annoying last year when my only option was like stale mac and cheese or a bagel.
Yeah.
My biggest problem is the consistency. We're talking about it on like Monday I think. Like I used to get mac and cheese and it'd be like the full Tupperware thing.
Oh yeah.
And then I got it Monday and it was like
half.
a little scoop.
Yeah.
The same price. I don't know. I'm disappointed because I was here all day Monday. So that's cool as you're saying that they sell food upstairs so you can
Yeah.
bounce back and forth. You can hang out and you don't have to go anywhere
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
But like the consistency of it is kind of iffy in my opinion.
I agree.
Okay.
And I think I told my boost story at one point. I had to wait like half an hour for my order.
Yeah, you told that on the podcast.
That's so
Yeah, it was a while ago.
annoying.
It was like I mean they've since made it a lot better. Now they make
No,
my
yeah.
food too early at this
Well,
point.
my Boost app doesn't work anymore, so
Oh, it just loads forever.
it just
you're saying?
loads
Yeah.
forever, and I have to go up there and I'm like, yo, this is not working.
Yeah, it's tough.
But yeah.
That's why you're always
But-
late to class getting pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's going on through your head as like, oh, I'm about to graduate, or like I'm guessing your high school friends are still like gonna be in college for 2
Yeah,
more
all
years.
of them are still in college.
Yes. How do you feel like you're gonna have to kind of find like a new group of people that like are in the same position as you, or are you just like, I'll just hang out with them whenever they have time, because you know how a college schedule
Yeah.
can be.
I mean, I guess it's both. I don't know if there's, besides the 7, actually a lot of high schools do it now, but like my grade, there's only 7 of us that are graduating early. But it's also a matter of if I want to stay here or not. Like if I do stay here, then yeah, I'll always have my friends over break.
Yeah.
And my grade was like super duper close. Like all 80 of us went on Sweek together. Like we on field.
80 people in your class.
Yeah.
I
I had 500.
Well,
I
I
like-
went to a small town
I know
school.
that's
You went to like the
but,
big city school.
but that's such a drastic.
I don't know,
difference.
like
It is
3.
a huge drastic difference. Yeah,
I
just a
couldn't
very
imagine that.
tiny school.
I think it would have been like 300 something, but some people didn't graduate.
80 people is like one class classroom.
Really?
Yeah, no, I can't relate. So how does Marywood
wild.
feel for you then? Because I feel like this is
Oh,
such a
yeah.
drastic jump.
Well, I mean,
This is a small college.
yeah, I feel like especially in the comm department, which you talk about all the time, how it's just
Yeah.
like
It's
our
tiny.
own space in the
Tight-knit
basement.
family.
It's like a lot closer than
Yeah.
like my entire friend group in college is the whole department
No, yeah.
Same.
or in high school. You know what I mean? Like,
Do you like
That's
that, or did you like it better when people like didn't really know who you were?
oh, we flipped the script a little bit.
No,
here.
yeah,
Asking me the
I was legit
questions.
thinking that she's asking
I'm so
questions.
sorry.
No, that's fine. It's a conversational
Yeah.
podcast. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's nice to know everyone. It's like you're walking down the hallway and you like say hi, you know.
Yeah.
Especially the faculty, you know, we talk about all the time. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, hey,
Oh,
Ernie,
yeah.
what's up? You go bother them for a little bit. say hi to Dr. Wintanis and Kim and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, I guess there's pros and cons as you go through it. But I would say, I think I like it better. Just like, there's like a small part of me that's like extroverted, you know, like
Yeah.
we talked about it with Austin Miller. Like, mostly I like being alone and like secluded, but there's like a part of me that likes walking around, seeing everyone and knowing everyone.
Yeah, he has a little Jason cave on campus that no one knows about. He just goes and sits there.
Is that the perks of being
I
security?
don't even know what you're talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're just trying to calm my
No,
blood.
yeah. But no, like yesterday, like I was with my roommate because I forgot my tripod downstairs. I was like, you know what, let me give you a tour of the facility. And then I saw Dr. Watanis and just started talking. And then Dr. Watanis started talking to him. And was like, yeah, I was like, this is my comms family. They go, aw. I was like, I mean, it's true. Like I hang out with you guys like every day.
Yeah, family's a good word for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel a lot more connected, even to the school. Because at
No, yeah.
Lackawanna, I don't know if you experienced this per se, but like, I did not feel anything about that.
No.
I went to class, I left. I didn't care about anyone else. I didn't care about my professors or my classmates or anything.
Yep.
There was no connection.
Yeah.
You kind of.
Yeah. Except John Baldino. I don't know if you ever had that
I had
professor.
him for media
Love that
ethics.
man.
He was an interesting guy. Did you have Carilla running any
No,
classes? Oh,
I did not.
he's a controversial figure.
Oh.
So maybe we can get into him at some point. We don't know him, so it's tough. But yeah, I don't know. But coming to Marywood, it's like an entire 180. Like you're thrown in the department, and here we are running a podcast. Like I could not have imagined doing this with Lackawanna students. No offense,
No.
full offense. I mean, you know,
You
who
did a
you are.
podcasting class.
I was in a podcasting class, and we still didn't even do this.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a solo podcast.
Yeah, and this is like a dumb idea I came up with last year.
Though I guess if I want to be like devil's advocate, like it was during COVID, so
Yeah.
it was harder to connect with people and hang out with them. But
I feel like
even still,
with here, even during COVID, I was like, I got to know people. Like I knew Eric during COVID, and then I didn't actually know anyone else in this room because you guys came the year after or the year after that. But like Eric was the only person that I kind of knew. I knew Jake, and Nick. That's it. Like I only knew 3 people in my COVID year. And I kind of feel that where you're like, oh, I didn't really feel a connection to this place until like, me personally, until last year, until like I kind of starting to know people until like basically the January semester where like I met you, we started doing music, and then like Eric was like, oh yeah, I do music as well, and then slowly started talking to everyone else. But I don't think it was until my junior year till I felt like connected, like truly connected.
yeah.
I don't know if it's just like because it was a transition from COVID to normal, or it's just like maybe that's how it is for everyone else. But like our department, like Ernie said earlier, like no one does the stuff that we do in our department. We're super close.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, I think we should take a little break.
It's a break time. So Nevica, if you could look into the camera and like do your own creative thing, and we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Hey guys, we're just taking this moment to talk about TVM, Marywood student-run news station.
They broadcast every Friday while school is in session.
The reporters create stories for all ages and their interests, such as local news, sports, and campus events.
They also have timely pop culture segments, one being a commentary on the 2022 Oscars.
They also have reoccurring segments titled Mental Health Matters.
Here, students and faculty get together to talk about the importance of mental health.
Check them out on YouTube at TV Marywood.
We're back.
I felt
Rubane. Yeah, I got that. No, Hudson always yells at me for stretching when I stretch loud. It's so good though when you like
Yo, it
when you
feels
yell
like
stretching.
honestly, I didn't even know that was
real.
coming, and the stretch
You
just
like
came in.
snap your neck in half though, and that's freaky.
You get that, Eric? Nice.
Wait, let me see if I
Like
can.
that is not.
Imagine I just
He just dies on the podcast.
what?
Wait, if Rubane dies, does that mean I won't
Oh,
have anyone to
nah, I
shout
don't
out?
have it. I have
I
it
can crack
sometimes.
my back,
It's like
but
a
like that's about it.
it's like a
It's
bad
a little
habit.
baby one.
I started it in like
I could crack other. Oh,
that was good.
I wish I could do that. Like I
That
always have
sounded
my
good.
friend Damien crack my back.
Remember one time I cracked your back in the library upstairs? I started doing that in like middle school though. It's been like 10 years
Those
I've been
school
doing that.
chairs though.
Oh,
Hit.
those are so good.
How do you do that? Like,
But they were like
Well,
solid
no, not
chairs.
these chairs.
These ones
Yeah,
are kinda
and like they stopped like right in the middle of your spine, so you could like perfectly bend. Oh, how do I do the thingy?
Yeah.
Well, you wrap your legs around the things just so the bottom half doesn't move, and then just grab the chair.
I don't want to hear this.
Oh, that was nice.
No, I can't. I have a swivel chair.
Oh, I think it was.
And this is our ASMR podcast.
For a minute and a half now.
That's good.
No, yeah, this is all
It's
part
our
of the
ASMR.
podcast.
I think I just like pulled my small intestine.
You good?
I'm internally
This
bleeding.
is not ASMR. That made me very uncomfortable.
That's some ASMR makes you uncomfortable. Rubane on his phone.
That's pretty cool.
Oh,
I like your ring.
thank you. I've had it since sophomore year.
Here or period?
High school.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got it made when I went to
Do
India.
you like my rings?
I can't see them. Oh, I
They're
do
like eyes.
that.
Thanks for
I
listening.
like that a lot.
Eric, I know you're always listening to me.
It's his job.
I'm like making it intimate, and then she goes, "It's his job." Okay.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah. We'll
Thanks
get
for
official
sticking
in like.
We just had to have our little chiropractor
No.
session.
Yeah.
That was good.
Hopefully, you guys learned something I didn't.
Don't go too far on your neck, otherwise
You will
you might
snap
have some
it.
problems.
Yeah.
It's just like.
Okay, Rubane.
All that cracking made me very uncomfortable.
I'm
Sorry,
sorry,
Dan.
Dan.
Jinx.
Sorry, Dan.
You can't talk anymore, so it's just Rubane and I now.
Okay, so Jason, how's your day been?
It's fine. The weather outside is pretty nice.
Thank you.
That's cool.
Yeah.
How was yours? Is that what you want?
Oh, nice.
So like comparing your Riverside class as close as you
Yeah.
guys are, and then like talking about how close the common department is. Are they comparable, or like how do you compare the two?
I definitely think my Riverside class was a lot closer, but that's also because we spent 13 years together.
Oh, that's fair.
Wait,
And-
13.
From like elementary school.
Yeah.
middle school, high
Oh
school.
shit.
Yeah, and then I've only known you guys for 2 years. I'm sure if I stayed the full 4 years, by the end of the 4 years,
You
I'd
should.
be even closer.
Just stay. Don't leave us.
No, that's okay.
Get like the masters in writing or whatever. The
I mean,
my
I feel like
God.
even if like after we graduate, we just come back and hang out, like no one's gonna say
No,
anything.
Jake comes down here sometimes.
Oh, he does?
Does he?
I
Yeah.
haven't seen him.
Yeah.
he doesn't say hi to us.
Well, I think it's like random hours a night with Nicholas.
Oh, that makes
Oh.
sense.
Yeah,
Those two, they're a pair.
Yeah.
they are.
I mean, he talked about the whole wrestling thing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do wrestling or something like that in high school?
Like sports?
Yeah.
Not in high school. Like my childhood, I thought that I was gonna be like this super athletic person. I did everything like basketball, softball, gymnastics, and then I was like, I actually hate being physically active, and switched over to the arts and became a theater kid.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like all of us at heart are kind of like theater kids, or like in a way.
Like the comm department, or
Yeah.
everyone. Yeah. I guess so. There's like an aspect of performance, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because all of us know how to go, or most
We can go on camera if we have to.
50% of us know how to be on camera and off. Because like some people I know, they don't like being on camera. That's why I'm just like, what's the math here? Other people are just like, bring the camera in front of me, I'll destroy it. And then there's me, like, you know, I just love being in the spotlight, you know. I would do baby boo, like.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, you mentioned before like whether or not you move after college. I think like the problem with our area is that outside of the college experience, this area doesn't really have much creativity.
If you want local news,
Which nothing
Now
wrong
I've
with it.
noticed, that's the
Yeah.
only thing here. I mean, coming from New York City, there's so many things.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
talk about that. Yeah, tell us about the difference in like creativity.
So, I mean, wow. Okay, I wasn't ready for that question. Flip the script on me. Haha. I feel like everyone that's like, even all our teachers, they're like getting us ready to be on some sort of news
yes.
or like a radio station. Whereas I feel like in New York, it's more of like, do you want to work for this company, that company, with like Disney, Fox, like, I don't know, Disney owns Fox. But it's just like, where do you want to go? Do you want to work for like a movie? Do you want to work for like a different like TV show? Because there's a lot happening in New York City. And I personally would not live in the city unless like I work for a company that pays for it, because I don't want to pay $3,000 for like a small studio room.
Right.
So like, but at the same time, it's like I feel like people are more like wanting to expand upon just themselves in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that answers the question.
Is that something you thought about as
Yeah.
your consideration of staying versus leaving? Like,
Oh, for sure. I mean, I like news and I love TV Marywood, but it's not my end goal. I
Yeah.
want to make movies. So I want to move to California, but it's...
I was about to ask
Yeah,
where.
yeah.
So,
that's fair.
yeah, Hollywood is my dream, except it's very expensive to start out there.
I feel like the old dream of like going out there and being like a waiter or waitress and
Yeah.
making a living. I don't think you can do that anymore.
You can't.
You can't
no,
survive.
10,
I could
15
transfer
years ago.
Cinemarks, which is always on the table.
I'll work as a manager over
Yeah.
there. But then you'd be watching the movie or like
Yeah.
giving the tickets for the movies, and you'd be like, I want to be in the movies. I want to
Yeah.
film the movies.
It's like, because I know a lot of like, I guess YouTubers now, they're like, oh yeah, I waited for like, while like doing auditions.
Yeah.
And like, I know a lot of like movie stars are like, oh yeah, I used to bus at this place, and now I'm like, the Hulk. I don't know. I think Mark Ruffalo did that. Like he was like working at some restaurant.
Probably what
back
they
in
all
the day.
did, unless they were like
Yeah.
child actors and started from like
Yeah.
the jump.
Todd Bridges.
I had the option of being a child actor. I think.
what?
So you know, like those scouts in malls.
That
Like,
was
yeah,
probably
like-
not real.
Like the fake cars? Like you put in the entry and it doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of scouts? What do you
So
mean?
like
I've never heard this
people,
before.
like people
Okay.
would be there and they would go up to different parents at random. They don't do it anymore at that mall, but like when I was like young, like they used to do that. And I guess they went up to my parents. They were like, "We think your kid can be an actor." And then it was like, I guess you like basically signed up with an agency at a young age, and then they showed us like, I guess a list of like child actors that are in movies that worked with them.
What kind of films? What kind of movies? It sounds kind of sketchy.
Like it was like
Hey, your kid would look really good on camera, you know.
like
For
small
real.
movies. It was like I think there was like one comedy movie. It was like that they were given an example of that this kid's like, oh, this kid started off as that, now he's doing his own thing. Like at some point, my family was just like, okay, no, that's stupid. But I feel like that's what kind of like drew me into like, ooh, maybe I want to be an actor, because I wanted to be a Power Ranger growing up. I said this a
Naturally.
lot.
Which
Yeah.
one?
Red. Like,
Pink.
You said that on the episode we just uploaded.
oh yeah, I always wanted to be a Power Ranger. Like I still want to be a Power Ranger. I want
What
to go.
color Power Ranger are you?
I was not allowed to watch Power Rangers as a kid.
Whoa.
My parents said it was
sorry.
too violent.
I was not allowed to watch Harry Potter.
I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob either.
What?
Oh, you poor thing.
What about
Yeah.
Anything you weren't allowed to watch?
Nope. Just like I was the type of kid like 2 a.m, like secretly would wake up and watch George Lopez. Like no fillers.
No, I couldn't stay up late.
I was
I
censored.
got yelled at for staying up late.
Oh, me too. I got like my iPad taken away from me at like 10. But
You had an iPad at 10?
probably.
At 10 years
Around there.
old.
You're an iPad kid? Is that what you were?
Oh, I was so an iPad kid.
I didn't have an iPad till like.
How old were you when you had a phone?
Sixth
Like a
grade.
flip phone or a smartphone?
Either, I guess.
My first phone was a smartphone, so
Lucky you, Dan.
Yeah,
I had like a
same.
flip phone at like, I don't know, in like middle school maybe.
Yeah. I
Maybe,
don't
well,
know.
maybe like 4th grade. I had like, I'm trying. I
Oh,
never
okay.
thought.
See, I didn't get a phone until I was 13.
Oh, okay.
I got one younger.
I had a flip phone for a long
How
time.
old was I
I
when
had
I
a
was
slide
in sixth
phone.
grade? I don't know.
So I mine like slid.
11 and
Decide.
12.
No one
Depending on
cares
when your
about my
birthday is.
slide phone.
Oh, I used to love playing with those.
Little keyboard.
Just hang up on people. Like
Yeah.
you could do that now. You could do it with any
it's the
phone
same.
actually, but like unless you do it with like a Samsung Flip, the phone stops working.
You can do it once.
I saw this TikTok and it's like, Apple has finally given us a way to hang up on people by flipping.
Oh my god.
It doesn't work after
Smash the
this, but
phone.
like, I think it was a fake phone that he used for it.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Oh.
Okay. Anyway.
But no, the reason I got my phone is because an intruder broke into my middle school
What?
through the girls' bathroom window, and
oh my god.
what was scary was I went to the bathroom. Right, here's the girls' bathroom. Here's the boys' bathroom. I walked right past it when the announcement was being made to go into a lockdown. I was going to gym class.
That's creepy.
And then I'm walking by a classroom and teacher goes, "Get in quick, there's an intruder." And I looked at it and I just ran away.
Oh, okay.
I was like, no, I'm scared. I'm running to the gym. There's weapons there. I could throw stuff at it. So
What's a weapon?
Like
You
a
a
javelin or
basketball?
something?
like, so we had
yeah, I
hockey.
guess.
We had hockey stuff.
Oh, okay.
So like we got taken into
He's
the
in
back
jungle with a
rooms.
hockey stick.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, the back rooms, but like where like all the gym equipment was. So me and my friends, we just picked something up just in case he came in.
Damn.
We almost hit our principal because she walked in. With security, they like escorted us to like a room, like the safest way. And like I guess the parents couldn't contact kids, so my parents were like, you know what, we'll get you a phone. Because if this happens again, like, because he wasn't there with a weapon. Like it wasn't disclosed. I think it was a knife.
Yeah.
But like, that was.
Yeah,
that was
that's
kinda
valid though.
scary.
Getting you
Yeah.
a phone after that.
Yeah, after that,
Sure.
like people, and now kids are like, "Oh, I got this brand new iPhone 17 X Max."
And they're
When
in
they're,
like
like, 3.
fifth grade.
Yeah.
Like children.
Did you ever have like a shooting threat, bomb threat? Or
Yeah,
something?
there was one time we had a lockdown for like 3
You
hours
went to
during first period.
Scranton.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on. As soon as I left, like the year after I left, there
Did you
was
graduate?
like
2019.
yeah, there was like people getting like stabbed outside Turkey Hill. There's like fights and stuff. There's like police officers posted up outside the school just in case, and inside. Obviously.
I mean, for us, it was like, I think when the school shootings were happening a lot, we had a threat given to our district. So everyone was getting checked as they were walking in. Every Halloween we got checked. Every around like Thanksgiving, I feel like we got checked. There were like certain times of the year where you got checked.
Yeah.
And it would.
What does
you, like,
got checked mean? Like you got pat down or like?
Yeah.
Oh my
So
God. We just
as
brought
you
drug
walked into
dogs
the
to our
building-
school.
You had what?
Drug dogs.
Oh, we had metal detectors, but they were never used. They're like unplugged in a corner.
Oh, nice.
No, so you had to walk
Might
through the
have
metal
them.
detector every day.
That's crazy.
You would just walk in and like you could just walk through, and if they think you have something suspicious, they'll be like, "Yo, you over there," and then you would get checked. But like on certain days, like whenever we got a threat or something, it was a big line. You would walk, you would take your bag off, you could keep the coat on, but you have to empty your pockets. They like do like the little scanning thingy if it beeps, or like, "Yo, what's that?"
Wow.
That's a tough
but-
environment for school.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But like for me, that was normal.
Yeah, that's like I know it's like for safety measures. I'm not saying they
Yeah.
shouldn't do it, but like as like kids going into school and you have to like let's just have fun.
Yeah,
try
some
to
days I
learn
wouldn't be
whatever.
thinking that, and then I mean the good thing was me and my friends sometimes we would just stand outside and just talk because you get excused for the first 2 periods. So that's like
Just hang out.
basically an hour and a half of being excused. So we would just stand outside, just talk, and then as
At
soon
least
as
you made
like
the best
it would
of
die
it.
down, we got to be like,
My school never had anything like that, even though there was a fake bomb threat issued while everyone was in school.
What year did you graduate?
2017.
That's
Okay.
why.
But this was back when I was in middle school.
Right,
Oh.
but I think schools cracked down in 2018 because
yeah.
the Florida shooting happened on Valentine's Day, and then there was just a shooting every single day after that.
Well, there still is. I think we don't
Well,
talk
yeah.
about it as much anymore, but it's wild.
Yeah, it's school.
This
shootings
conver-
are
heartbreaking.
This
so
conversation
sad,
has
yeah.
gone.
Dark.
Very
yeah,
dark.
to start off as a fun
Yeah.
little episode. But no, it's unfortunate that we're kind of growing up in this like time where
Yeah.
it's like you got to be scared of everything. And it's like, I mean, I've been called names around Scranton just because I'm darker. So like it happened to me and my friends at Sheets. And like,
Yeah. Have you ever almost been sex trafficked? That's fun.
No.
What?
Do you have a story?
Just like
Or just in
the
general?
classic like zip ties around my car, and like people put stuff in your windshield, and then
Well, you had that?
yeah,
What does that mean? Explain that. What does that mean?
Oh, so
basically the like sex traffickers will put something on your car, so you'll be like, why is that on my car? And then while you're distracted taking it off, that's when they kidnap you.
Oh, shit.
yeah, they mark you. That way other traffickers know that you've already been marked. And the moment they see an opening, like you're doing stuff like so like this is for anyone in Scranton area or like basically anyone. Anywhere, like honestly, especially like if you're a girl, because a lot of girls get targeted with this. If there's something on your car that wasn't there, get in your car, lock your car, call 911. Even if it ends up being something like stupid, like your friend did it, you know that you're being safe.
Yeah.
So like, I think around the Scranton area it got really bad last year.
Like when I get gas, I like hang out my car and get gas because it's very common for people to like hide under your car and then they'll like cut your Achilles, which is like right here,
Oh, ew.
and then you can no longer walk, and then that's how they kidnap you.
That is the most wild, vile.
My car's really low, so you can't get under there unless you're.
Rubane takes this moment to brag about his suspension.
I mean, the previous owner did it, not me.
Okay, but that makes it okay to talk about.
At least you're
I'm
safe.
kidding, Rubane.
No one can under your car.
That's insane though. Like
No, but yeah, it's. I had no idea about that second part, but like, dude, that shit's like the world that we live in now is just
Crazy.
so unsafe, like crazy. Like I wish I could go like you see them in like movies and like different like TV shows. I know me watching anime is like, oh, a random kid just walks outside, meets up with like 6 friends, they all bike to school. Like I wish I could do that. Like stuff like that you see in like season 1 of Stranger Things, they all like biking
Yeah.
around town. I wish like we were in a safe enough environment to do that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I feel like part of it too is like the rise of like the internet. I feel like an old man like waving it like but like in two perspectives. Like one, like we know everything now, whereas like back before the internet, you didn't know that these things were happening outside of your local area. And two, people kind of they have like these wild ideas, and they find other people with the same wild ideas, and they think that it's okay because there's like a group of 10 people that all think that it like, oh yeah, I want to cut at a girl's Achilles heel and then drag her and kidnap her. But because other people are like, you know what I mean? Like, it connects people in good ways and in very bad ways. Yeah. So
I don't think our area is like that bad though. Like my childhood definitely was filled with bike rides in my small little.
I wasn't allowed to go outside my neighborhood.
Well, you were in New York, so that's
okay.
That's much.
I mean, my high school was all the way across town. It was like a 30-minute car drive.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's how long it takes me to get here. Well, that's how long it takes me to get here. I can't imagine doing that for high school.
Yeah, I used to do it for high school, and then so like after my freshman year, my dad was like, "All right, it's a little annoying like going off work because he would like drop me, go to work, and then when it was like time for me to get off, would come back, pick me up, drop me home, and then go back to work. So like starting my sophomore year, I took the bus. So it was like my dad would drop me in the morning, and on the way it would take me 2 hours to get home, almost 2 hours to get home.
That's crazy.
So by comparison, like living on campus, you just
this is so
walk
much
to
easier. I
class.
love it. I wake up 10 minutes before my class. I get ready and show up.
And yet Rubane is
Late.
still late.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. I would have it. I call it running on Indian Standard Time. So I'm not late. You guys just
Kim says that. Oh, it's her Filipino time. That's why she's always late.
No, yeah. I walked in class and I'm like, oh dang it, I'm sorry I was late. Kim goes, I was late too. I was like, okay, great, that works.
What's one thing you would show up on time for? Like, will you be at your wedding on time, or you're
Probably
not even
not.
feeling that? Okay, perfect.
Probably
You
not.
walk down the aisle after.
Yeah,
your
sure.
fiance.
Oh yeah, easy. Yeah, easy.
Okay.
That's whoever like ends up being my fiance. Like I'm walking down the aisle after you. Like,
You're the one that gets a big grand ceremony.
Oh,
She
yeah.
has to wait up
Easy.
there for you.
easy.
Is there anything that you'd be on time for, Rubane?
I'm on time for shoots now.
Now.
Fair, I guess. Sometimes.
I'm in time for class as well now.
You've been doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be
This
fair.
semester
Yeah.
I'm in class.
Now.
To give you credit, yeah, you've improved. Yeah.
I've improved.
It's all about growth.
New year, new me.
Better tomorrow. Every day.
Yes.
Tomorrow, yeah. I actually won't be late for the gym. That's one thing I won't be late for. I'm never late for the gym.
The gym?
The gym
That's
is-
not something that has a set time, is it?
For me, it does.
Oh, okay.
Like
Well, depending.
schedule-wise,
It's
I
like
guess.
if nothing's happening, nothing else is happening in like my evening time, 7 to 9 is gym. Like I get there 7 o'clock, get out at 9. Is that crazy?
It's just too much.
Like that's been my time for the past year. It's like 7 o'clock, enter the gym, 9 o'clock, I get kicked out.
Hour workout max.
Really?
Yep.
I used to go to a 24.
I don't
I
go
go
to
to
the
a
gym.
24-hour fitness. Well, I mean, I don't know why.
I have not worked out in so long.
I yawn.
Probably should, but
I have a weird thing with yawning.
My
I yawn all
anxiety
the
won't let
time.
me go to the gym. I just feel like everybody's staring at me.
That's how I felt at first. That's how I feel on the sus machine. You guys know what the sus machine is?
no.
You know when you like spread your legs and you bring it in. Like,
Oh, yeah.
That's how I feel weird on that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like it's just like
I got you.
yeah. So I went to a 24-hour fitness over the break, and I would sometimes like go there at like 10, go back home at 2.
At night.
Yeah,
Oh,
10
I feel
p.m.
like that's
to 2
when I
a.m.
would have to work out if I was going to go.
Yeah, because I just became chill with everyone, and we would just like play tag. We had a little field,
Tag?
and we had a football.
With massive equipment just in the
Yeah.
middle?
Yeah,
Oh,
we would
okay.
play football.
You're going for a
we-
pass and you run into the bench
Yeah,
press.
like
Yeah, we became chill with the workers too. So like we would all like play like different things. Or, like
That's fun, though.
we were like, all right, this guy gotta hit a PR. Okay, everyone gotta stay till he hits the PR. It's like it would be like a whole circle and one guy deadlifting
That's
trying
cool.
to like hit the PR, and we're all like, oh. It's a really awesome like community thing that we did,
yeah.
and hopefully I go back to that in the summer. But
That's dope. Yeah. I used to go like after work when I worked the night shift for the Times. I was at the warehouse for a while.
Yeah.
I got up like 4 in the morning and I'd go at like 4:30. Like
We should all go to the gym together.
illustrate the
Okay.
gym.
Let's try the gym.
Yeah.
Oh, you're down?
You're down? You're coming?
If you'll teach me how to actually work out so I
Yeah.
don't break my back.
I mean,
I would need someone to help me with some of the weight stuff because I can't even carry the weight if there's other.
Oh, I can't lift
I
just
can't
the
lift bar
bar.
if there's weights
so.
on it.
It's all right. Well, we all got our.
well, yeah,
We'll figure it out.
for like
Yeah.
different things, it's like you want to train different things, you do different things. It's just like
Illustrate
I'm
the
trying to
gym.
have
illustrates the gym.
huge
I can do proper
biceps.
squats,
So
though.
the sex traffickers are scared of me.
Yes, exactly.
Just do more bicep exercises.
Thank you.
You can walk out. Just
Yeah.
Actually, you don't want to just do biceps. You want to do back. You want to do shoulders and buys. Because the reason you combine the two is because, like, if you have big shoulders, your arms are just going to look bigger. Like, I didn't do shoulders for, like, a long time, and I started doing them, like, in the summer. I feel so much better now. Before it was just like, oh, yeah, I can lift a lot of weight. My shoulders look tiny.
Got it.
Gym, yes.
We're going.
Nevica, what's one thing that you are like, I can't wait for this thing as soon as I graduate?
As soon as probably graduation. Just let me walk across that stage with all my fancy sashes. I'm in, like, 4 honor societies here on campus, so I get a sash for each of those. And I think it's cool that our graduation is at Mohegan Sun. I think that'll be a nice little stage. After that, I'm going on senior week, which would be nice.
What's senior week?
You actually don't know what senior week is?
Is it like a college senior week?
Yeah.
Usually in high school, it's like a month after graduation or something. They go to like the beach for a week, like a group of people from high schools, and like it's like a thing at like Ocean City. Is it in Maryland? Ocean City, Maryland. So like they'll rent out like all the houses to like students, and like the kids will go down and party for a week, pretty much.
I can't believe you don't know about this. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Party.
Sorry, man. Well, I didn't go either, but everyone else did around me. It was sad.
I mean, if there was a senior week for my high school class, I would have been invited.
Well, it's like a group type thing.
Yeah.
It's like your group plans it, but it's like generally considered that like there's like a specific week that you all go down.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So there's a college one that we're not invited to.
Well, it's like not like actual people from Marywood. Well, some of them do go to Marywood, but it's more so like my friend group.
Yeah.
Okay. So Illis will come. We'll do interviews.
Yeah.
Illis tries.
Illis tries.
There you go.
Yo, imagine. We should do that.
I like that. I think you guys will post up on the beach. You look
Post
great.
like in the middle of the beach. Eric's like,
Hey, guys.
Side next to outlet. We're just there like, what's it, guys? We're on the beach now.
No, I like that a lot.
Yeah. But no, we're just trying to improve, and hopefully that you, as one of, I guess, the leaders of our department in a way.
Yeah, I would say.
I am
would
considered
say
a leader of the department.
So you're not
MMG.
Yeah. Like, of course, we have the teacher, but then we also have student leaders in the department. Like, hopefully, you guys like see potential within us. I mean, I know Jake kind of did, and Jake was like, "All right, I'll push you guys." Now, like, they like us. But honestly, thank you for coming on. And it's like I don't know if you guys want to keep going or not, but it's just like this is just like a fun conversation that we've just been doing. And it's not even like
we haven't talked about anything Marywood really.
We haven't,
really.
and that's what I feel like is like kind of beauty. It's like kind of like Vinny was saying outside. I watched this kind of like he was like I was like an hour into the episode and I just lost myself and I was just like, dude, this is funny. And it's like that's what we kind of like try to bring, and hopefully like you see that. Oh, well, Soren gave the marker. But hopefully you see that, you guys see that, and like hopefully you guys enjoy this being a part.
I do. I think it's really cool, and I
okay.
hope people pick it up after you guys leave.
that was the thing we're discussing.
That's an off-camera topic, but we've already started discussing that.
So we'll see where it all goes. But thank you for being on. We appreciate
Of
it.
course. Thank
New
you for
host,
having
new
me.
everything, but it won't be Ellis. It'll be something else. Ellis stays with us. Like
Yeah.
we might just like move out to LA together and just live in a house.
There you go.
You want to move out to LA together?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
yeah.
I can't shake on that.
Oh,
I'll dap you up.
damn! No, I don't want to do it.
I don't want
do
a
it
handshake
anymore.
deal on camera, bro.
Oh no, yeah.
I'll dap you
We'll
up.
be moving out to LA together. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, thank you for coming on. It was like a
Thank
fun
you for having me.
episode that we did. Anything you want to plug?
TV Marywood.
I was gonna say other than TVM.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Go subscribe and go watch
Go
their stuff.
subscribe,
They put a lot of hard work in, for real.
I have my portfolio if anyone wants to look at the bad stuff I've made. That's about all I got.
I'm pretty sure it's good stuff.
Hopefully.
Girl power.
Thank you, Soren.
Thank you, Soren.
Girl
But with that
power.
being said, thank you guys for tuning in. We all want a better today, but we all strive for a better tomorrow.
That's a good summary of this.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know what I'm doing. Thank you guys for watching.